Hi, this is Professor CC19, and welcome to Part 1 of Event 4 of the 2018 Summer Marble Algolympics, the Relay Race. If you want to find out more about this event, check out the introduction video I posted earlier. You can find the link for that in the description. But as of right now, our first 4 teams are in the blocks for quarterfinal Heat A. Team Neon, Team Moonglow, the Ultraviolets, and the highest ranked of these teams in this heat, the Azure Royals, currently sitting in third with 41 points after just 3 events. A lot of those points, 25, coming from their gold medal performance in golf, our previous event, event number 3. On the other hand, the other 3 teams are all bottom half teams, especially the Ultraviolets, sitting currently in 14th. They would love a good showing here if they want to keep their hopes alive for being in good positioning going into our next event, as we near the halfway point in these Algolympic Games, with Event 5 being the long jump. Right now, it looks like they're all fairly even, but Azure Royals getting a quick push out of their gate in their second leg, and it looks like they're trying to track down Team Moonglow. They got an even better push. Alright, so Team Moonglow has the lead, followed by the Azure Royals. Ultraviolets in third. Right alongside them is Team Neon. Notice this course is shorter from how it looked in the introduction. That is because I've been experiencing a problem in the recordings, and everything seems to be going very slow. So I figured that in order for time constraints and to keep this from being boring, I made the course a little bit shorter. But hopefully this isn't boring, because it's a pretty close race for our top 2, maybe a little bit farther back for the other 2, but right now Team Moonglow leading over the Azure Royals. Team Neon has jumped up into third. They're trying to maybe get up into a transfer position. Really, it depends on how slow the marbles go down on these very slight inclines. As you can see, Team Moonglow is about to advance. The other 2 are not quick enough to track down the Azure Royals. They are going to advance along with Team Moonglow. So, one of our bottom half teams and our team that is in third place, both guaranteed at least 8 points for advancing to the semifinals. Looks like Team Neon is going to beat out the Ultraviolets. Disappointing showing for Ultraviolets. They will only go to the 4th place consolation match, and that will not help their points total going into the next event. Moving on now to Heat B, the Brownies, the Fireballs, the team that definitely needs a good performance in this event, the Strawberry Streamers and the Mintergreens. I say that about the Strawberry Streamers because currently they are sitting in dead last, 16th of 16 with only a single point, even after 3 events. Their only point goes back to event number 1, Plinko, where they finished in 15th. Otherwise, they have had no points at all. 16th in events 2 and 3. Very disappointing for them. Right now, they're trying to make up some ground. They are in the lead over the Mintergreens and the Fireballs. Brownies not having much luck there on the left lane. And look how quickly Strawberry Streamers go through that middle bowl, and now they have the lead. They are trying as hard as they can to advance. It looks like they're going to. Right now it doesn't look like the Brownies will, but I think the most interesting battle is going to be between Mintergreens and Fireballs. They are right next to each other. One is sitting in 6th, and I think the Fireballs is below the Mintergreens in the standings. The Mintergreens rose to 6th after the last event. Fireballs fell. Alright, so Strawberry Streamers has the lead, but look how slowly they're going through these tubes. They do not want to blow it here, especially after such a good start. But they certainly can. Look how much ground is being gained by the Fireballs and Mintergreens. Looks like the Fireballs edging slightly ahead of the Mintergreens going down this final stretch. Brownies finally entering this section as well. Looks like the Fireballs slow down, and the Mintergreens have made up that ground and have passed them. Strawberry Streamers look like they're going to win this heat. That's a guarantee of at least 8 points, making it to the semifinals. That would be good for them. But look how close it is between the Fireballs and the Mintergreens, going back and forth down this final section. I think Fireballs have maybe gotten it back, and it looks like they have. Minter Greens need a good charge here. Can they get it? It doesn't look like it. Fireballs are going to advance. Minter Greens pipped right at the end, and Brownies are going to fall to last place. Similarly, similar to their performance in the Plinko event, where they had to go to the 4th place consolation race, and they wound up finishing in last place. They do not want to have a repeat performance of that. Now, on to our third heat, which includes quite a few high-ranked marbles, one of which is Team Transparent in that left lane. They are in second. Icers in that central lane to the left. They are in fourth, along with the Yellow Fellas and the Black Knights. So, a good performance for either of those marbles on the left 2 lanes could mean that if the Raiders do not advance, either of those teams could take the lead overall. But the question is, what can those rightmost teams do? Black Knights, being the first one to get out of that starting bowl, they're not making it easy on those top 2. Neither are the Yellow Fellas. Team Transparent and the Icers are falling behind. Question is, can they make up that ground? Black Knights very quick through that 4th bowl. Not 4th bowl, the 2nd bowl for them, the bowl lane 4 on the right. But look at the Icers. Their momentum was stopped very quickly, and they are now in 2nd place into a transfer position, immediately followed by the other 2, Team Transparent and the Yellow Fellas. Okay, an odd bounce for Transparent Yellow there, almost followed Transparent Green into that final stretch. Now this is definitely going to be interesting. Look at Team Transparent go. Transparent Green, excellent running in this final leg, making up a lot of ground, and they're almost challenging Black Knights for the lead here. Icers have fallen back from second to last. Disappointing showing there. Question is, with a good charge up from Yellow Fellas, can Transparent Green hold on to it? This is a very close race. Going down into this final stretch, Yellow Fellas really slowing down. Can the Icers make up any ground? Black Knights still holding the lead. Transparent Green is in second. Looks like they're both going to advance. Can the Icers maybe manage a 3rd place out of this? Doesn't look like it. Yellow Fellas, can they give it one last charge? It also doesn't look like it. And it's going to be Black Knights winning in this heat. Team Transparent also advancing. Yellow Fellas going to consolation race for 3rd place finishers. Icers falling to last. A little bit disappointing for them, considering they are holding 4th place, but they will probably fall after this performance. As we look on to Heat 4, our final quarterfinal match. A heat which results will be very important to a team that just transferred, Team Transparent, because the Raiders, our championship leaders so far, are in this final matchup. They are in the rightmost lane alongside Crimson Crusaders, Jack's Jokers, and the Grayscales. Crimson Crusaders is in the penultimate position so far with only 13 points. They are sitting in 15th, but we have a interesting situation here. We have to back up. Alright, that was a little odd. Crimson Crusaders so fast through that section that they actually tripped the next gate and bounced into the next lane. So we're going to pause the recording and fix this issue. Alright, after that pause and restart there, the issue has been fixed. No other marbles can go into the other competitor's lane. So let's try that again. Bit of a warning to the Crimson Crusaders. We do not want that happening again, and it has been fixed. So let's see here. Grayscales, very quick out of that first section. Raiders, very airborne. And whoa, look how fast the Grayscales are handling this course. They are already down to the 3rd leg. Everyone else is in the first bowl, and the Grayscales have already managed to make it to the final transfer. That means they have a huge lead over the next 2, which are Jack's Jokers and Crimson Crusaders. Raiders are actually back in last. It would be a huge disappointment to them if they did not transfer here. They would probably lose the lead, since Team Transparent is only 1 point behind them, unless they come in 3rd and then win that consolation and Team Transparent finishes 8th. If they do not transfer, then they will lose the lead. So this could be a big loss for the Raiders here. And right now they are behind. Crimson Crusaders and Jack's Jokers virtually lockstep, staying right next to each other in this strip. Grayscales, like I said before, have a big lead. Doesn't look like anyone's challenging them. Crimson Crusaders stretching out a little bit over Jack's Jokers. But, as we've seen in previous races, in the quarterfinals, anything can happen. It's a race down to that last stretch. Seems like Crimson Crusaders are slowing down a little bit, allowing Jack's Jokers to catch up a little bit. Question is, will it be enough? Crimson Crusaders speeding back up. It looks like they are going to advance here as long as they manage this final stretch and they really slow down. This might be a defining moment, and it's not going to work out for them. Jack's Jokers steals it at the end. Crimson Crusaders are not going to advance. Defining moment for the negative. Jack's Jokers are advancing, and another big disappointment, Raiders finishing in last place. They are not going to be happy with that. Max score for them in this event now is only 3 points. Let's look on to our consolation races before we finish this video. Okay, for the last race in this video, we have the 4th place consolation match. That's all the marbles that finished in 4th place in the quarterfinals. Ultraviolets, Brownies, Icers, and the all-important Raiders, who were leading the championship so far, but are definitely going to fall, considering that the 2nd and 3rd place teams have both advanced. We're splitting the difference, 5 races in this video, and 5 races in part 2, which is coming out later today. That will be the 3rd place consolation round, semifinals, consolation races for the semifinal non-winners, and then the finals. Right now for this race, the Brownies have the lead, followed by the Ultraviolets, and just as before, the Raiders not having much luck in that rightmost lane. They are back in last place. A last place finish would mean they get 0 points and stay at 45. That means a whole bunch of teams are capable of then passing them. They will have to be very quick through this section if they want to make up some ground on the other teams, which are already almost through. And it looks like they made up a bit of ground, but right now, Brownies, Icers, Ultraviolets all ahead of them. Icers, look how slow they are going through that section. Looks like it's really costing them. Brownies taking the lead. Alright, Brownies trying to manage 13th and 3 points. They want to avoid last place like they did in the first event. They experienced last place in the first event, so they want to avoid it now. And it looks like the Raiders right now are going to be getting last place, unless the Ultraviolets really slow down. Brownies right now look like they're going to pick up the win. Ultraviolets slow down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Raiders slowing to a crawl as the Brownies are going to walk away with the win. Ooh, look at the Ultraviolets charging up ahead, and it looks like they're going to beat out the Icers. Alright, another disappointment for the Icers. They are sitting in 4th, and they're definitely going to fall. They wind up in 15th. But man, Raiders from leading the championship to coming in dead last in this event definitely means they're going to fall from that spot. Alright, Brownies are going to manage 3 points, Ultraviolets 2, Icers 1, and Raiders 0. I'm going to pause the recording, and we'll take a look at the race lineup for Part 2. And here it is. The race lineup for Part 2 of this video. The 3rd place consolation race between very similar looking marbles, Team Neon, Minter Greens, Yellowfellas, and Crimson Crusaders. The winner of that heat will manage 9th place and 7 points. Then we go to the semifinals, which consist of Team Moonglow, Strawberry Streamers, Black Knights, and the Grayscales, a few underdogs in that matchup, so it should be interesting to see who advances to the final. Whoever does will definitely improve their condition and their rankings. Semifinal B features marbles that have faced each other before. Azure Royals, Fireballs, Team Transparent, and Jack's Jokers. If you want to see Part 2 Be sure to subscribe. You'll see the notification. Hit the notification bell. Original Marble Olympics idea to Jelly's Marble Runs. And as always, thanks for watching.